Hello, welcome to Disconcurring Theo Amigos. This is a short video and it's extracted from our 2-hour discussion on whether 1 John 2:2 teaches unlimited atonement. So this will just be a quick summary of the points of disconcurrence. To get all the arguments and all the evidence behind these points, I encourage you to watch the full 2-hour video. Hopefully you enjoy this. God be with you. Let me hazard a list of the things that we have strongly disconcurred on. I think one of them is going to be the word propitiation itself. Where I think we've disconcurred is that I have said that the propitiation really ties most directly back to the cross, in that God has made a way of salvation, and not the application of the blood to the believer himself, to the person that has confessed their sins. Where I think where we disconcur is you tie propitiation to the actual application of the blood to the individual, and meaning that for sure that person is saved and forgiven and that sort of thing. So I think that's probably one point of disconcurrence. A second point of disconcurrence is maybe in the pronouns, and this is probably a lesser point, whether the we refers to John plus his audience or John plus the little children versus the apostles in total. So John plus the other apostles or something like that, the apostolic men. So that might be a second point of disconcurrence, but it seemed less vital. A third point of disconcurrence was, which we didn't explore too deeply, but it came down to the point of, that there really wouldn't be any reason for the conditions, right? If we walk in the light, if we confess our sins, in that if Christ, the way I put it was, for the reprobate on your system, it's as if Christ didn't die at all. But if Christ didn't die at all, then we wouldn't even offer Christ's blood to them at all. So I think, what's that?
How would we do that?
Yeah, if Christ didn't die at all, right, then we wouldn't make the offer of cleansing through Christ's blood.
I'm saying, how would we offer it? I kind of agree on a very high level with the idea that there's no point to offering the gospel to the reprobate. So how do I do that? Aside from not offering the gospel to anyone, how do I avoid giving it? How do I just focus all my attention on the elect? How can I do that?
You can't, unless there's a way of salvation for them, unless the blood is available to be applied to them. I don't think you can.
No, but so I'm not. I think maybe I'm not speaking clearly. I'm saying I have a blog.
Okay.
I would be happy to set up a filter so only elect people will see my blog, because I don't want to increase the condemnation of the reprobate for rejecting the truth.
Okay.
So is there a filter I can set up? Of course not, right? I can't control who sees my blog.
Yeah. So the issue isn't you, right? The issue is that God is offering salvation to all, not that you are. I mean, you're just following God's orders, right?
I am indeed, but I guess my point is, it's not practical for me. It's not a practical impact on my evangelization, knowing that some people don't love God and won't love God because they're not His sheep. Like, to me, that doesn't change how I present the gospel.
Fair enough. I think I tend to agree. I think the issue is that Christ Himself is saying, "Whosoever will come, drink of the water of life freely," if there's no water of life for them. I think we didn't get to explore that as much as maybe
let's pick up that verse maybe one of these times. One of those whosoever verses.
Yeah. Very good. Yes, we should do that. Okay, so and then I think then the major disconcurrence that we had is on the world, and specifically is John's usage basically the church and then the not church, the believers and the unbelievers, right? Is that his intention? Is that what he's trying to communicate and express to us with the word world? Or basically a broad concept of, I'm not even sure quite how to express it, but basically either an unpopulated group or without respect to the people in the group, or without even considering the people in the group, somehow the bucket is disconnected with the people inside the bucket. So anyways, that's my hazard of a summary. Would you like to hazard a summary of where we disconcur?
Sure. I mean, I basically would track most of the same points.